It's a man's job to get the woman, but then it's a woman's job to keep the man. What up, it's Hugh Flynt, Playboy the Hustler, and welcome to Hugh Flynt's Philosophy. If you've been here before, you already know what it is. But if it's your first time, I'm going to need y'all to bang that like button, bang that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so y'all can rock with me every time I drop a new video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about options. This is a hot topic. My thing is this. Your options are just an illusion. It just appears to be crazily optional out here in these streets. The dating market has this illusion. There's this deception that there's this immense amount of options. I talked about this previously in one of my other videos before, like online and all of that stuff. And just the further back you go, the more confined we were as a people to our small little areas, our little villages, or our little cities, or whatever the case may be. You know, as time went on, people started traveling more, going overseas. Then we got automobiles, and we got planes. And so as time progresses, our reach broadened. Now you don't have to just date the people in your city or your state. Now you could date people wherever across the nation. If you got money, you could send for a chick, or you could before they started clamping down on it, you know. But now they trying to hit bulls for human trafficking. So I advise bulls to slow down on that flying chicks out and all of that. But that's another video, right? What I'm saying is that these options that seem like they're really at our fingertips are just an illusion. The whole computer, online, smartphones, all of this technology pretty much brought the world to us. It presents this illusion that everything that's at your fingertips is accessible. It's an illusion to think that everything on your phone is accessible. I mean, because let's be clear, sometimes these ain't even real people we dealing with. You know, it would be nice if we were talking about the normal dating market that we were in previously, where you had to meet people. And then real people went online, like when it like pretty much when it first started, right? These are real people, and online just enhanced it. Now you can meet people faster. Now you can meet more people. And it wasn't that bad. But when you start mixing other stuff into the equation, you got bots, you got fake profiles, you know, people out here catfishing people. You got filters, angles, you know, people not even wearing their own clothes, people wearing other people's jewelry. People, I mean, the faking is just crazy. So these are not real people online anymore. These are whole fake personas. If they're real people, like I say, if it was real people online and it just enhanced like it was supposed to be, that would be a beautiful thing. But when we're talking about all of these determining factors that make a lot of these profiles and a lot of these people not real, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. How many of your followers are actual people? How many of your followers are actually who they say they are? You gotta consider all of that, and that's just part of it. You know, and then another part of the whole online thing is the perception. How are you mad lit on your profile, but you mad dull in person? I don't get it. If you've already built up this perspective in your mind that, oh, this person is worth going to meet. This person is worth the link up. This person is worth inviting to this party. And then they're not. It's a whole waste of time. That's an illusion. Most people would prefer to not even waste their time on something that's not an option. Especially when you think it is an option. And it's not. It's just waste of time. And that's just the online part of it. Like when you get into the in-person part, you can also include that whole angles and filters and all of that. And for men, it's looks. And for women, it's typically the way they feel, or the way you make them feel. So if a woman's getting to know you online, and however you make her feel, when she gets in person, she's going to expect to feel the same way. She's going to expect to have those emotions that you give her, via text or whatever. Men, we're looking for you to look the same, right? Men want to see you, without the filters, without all of the angles and all of that. We want to really size you up in person to make sure everything's visually aesthetic, like the pictures you were sending him or your profile or whatever. So this whole illusion thing, it goes beyond online. It goes to in person. Sometimes you could just end up finding out that you've wasted precious minutes or even hours of your life dealing with somebody who you thought might have been an option, but not really. Now, really online, women boom. And I would say men are less valued online, right? And probably more valued in person. Now, women are still valued in person, but when it comes to online, the thirst is super real because there's a lot of guys that are throwing attention for free that probably wouldn't in person, or probably wouldn't be able to in person. That's something you got to take into consideration. But when we're talking about men in person, men probably do better in person than online. Now, it depends on the guy. If the guy looks good, but he's socially awkward, he probably does better online. But if the guy's ugly like me, but he's popping, then he does better in person. So it all depends. But like I say, in person, a woman's options still boom. You're gonna get those options in person as well. But the thing that a lot of women don't consider, or they act like they don't consider it, is that there's a big difference between being cuffable and being crushable. If a man is just, showing you attention and he's showing you interest, or whatever y'all be going for nowadays, right? Buy you some drinks or buy you some wings, or whatever it is, right, that y'all busting it open for. If a man, takes that initial step, that does not mean that you are cuffable. That means you've passed the visual test. You are crushable. Now, here's the thing though. This is not for the modern skeezy, right? Because let's be clear, the modern skeezy doesn't want to be cuffed. The modern skeezy wants to be a free bird. This is the modern day hoe. We're not talking about the modern skeezy here. We're not talking about the soulless creature. We're talking about regular women, normal women, right? They're out there. They just don't let it be known, because if they let it be known, they will get shamed. So like I said, any man can give you attention and interest. That just means you passed level 1. But to actually get into the cuffable, there's some other levels you need to reach, right? So these are not real options. For a woman that wants to be cuffed, attention and interest is not enough. That does not make him an option, because he gives you interest, because he gives you attention. Because that just means initially he's trying to crush that joint. So these men that are in your DMs, these men that are approaching you on the streets, these men that are flocking around you at these parties, these men just want to crush. They're not options. It's an illusion. So a woman can have a man at home and she can have 100 men approaching her. And she's thinking she has 100 options. You don't. Now, is there a man in there that may cuff you based on your other qualities? Yeah, probably. There probably is somebody in there. But you don't have 100 options. Those hundreds of thousands of men that give you advances are not real options. It's an illusion. Same with the men. All of these women you see online, they're not options. They're just illusions. Some of them are not even real people. Some of them have boyfriends and they just want their boyfriends to act right. Some of them are just trying to find some guys to put into the friend zone. You got to filter those out real quick. So all of these options that we think are at our fingertips aren't really there. It's a whole deception going on. And like I said, this is not for the modern skeezy. Because when the modern skeezy dates, the modern skeezy has no goal. The modern skeezy has no soul.
This is the modern day hoe.
She's not dating for anything except for like to survive. So hit the comment box and let me know what y'all think about this, man. Let me know how y'all feel about all of y'all's options that are out there. Holla at me, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if there was anything I forgot. And I'm gonna do a video on conversion too, because that's really what it's about. You know, guys get all these numbers online. How many of them are converting into dates? How many of them are converting into real, meaningful interactions? How many of them are you closing, bro? And for women, all of this attention y'all getting, all of this interest y'all getting from men, how many of them are you converting to possibly create something with? It's a lot of time wasting out here. You know, to the women out there that think all of these men are options, trust me, getting him and keeping him are two different things. It's a man's job to get the woman, but then it's a woman's job to keep the man. That's just the way it works. But yeah, I'm going to definitely do a video on conversion, so be on the lookout for that. And before y'all slide out of here, bang that like button, bang that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so y'all can rock with me every time I drop a new video, you heard me?